IG gonna go up against them, so this matchup should be really good. Let's see
this is
what
gonna be
they're
beautiful. Like, I know I was cheering. I admit I was cheering for TongFu to actually beat Na'Vi before because they were playing such amazing Dota. But then Fountain Hawks obviously kill everybody, so they find themselves in this beautiful position up against the defending champions Invictus Gaming, and they have to fight to stay in it. Of course, as you said, this is only the first game out of 3, but going to bed tonight, you don't want to go down and put your head on that pillow and say, I'm one game down. You want to put your head in that pillow and say, you know what, tomorrow we have an extra life. We can actually play whatever game style we wanted. We don't have to go into this, let's farm Alchemist, let's wait for 80 minutes, and then maybe we push the base. You can play your style of Dota, your way, and that's worth more than anything, really. A good night's sleep.
It is, of course, and this will do a lot for the confidence for tomorrow, seeing who wins this game. We just saw another best of 3. We started with the first game.
Yep.
And now in this game, we see OD, Chen, Darkseer, Batrider being the ban-outs, and Lifesteer, Rubik gonna go the way of TongFu, Weaver, Visage going for Faith. So
I love how, too, when we have ourselves with these Southeast Asia, China-only matches, that Wisp just drops off the care factor scale.
Oh yeah,
he does. Just gone.
They don't have the same amount of respect or even attention towards this hero. Sometimes we will see them play it, but in this game, I really doubt that Wisp will even be picked or banned.
Yeah, it's a different combos, the very different regions. That's what kind of makes TI just so special when you combine so many different regions in one LAN event with such high quality, which really at this point doesn't happen at any other event in the world.
That's true, man. And seeing Shadowfiend even making the second ban phase here, it's just because of all this focus we have seen last few games on Shadowfiend.
Yeah.
He's an amazing hero, and Naga Siren, she has been banned out pretty much every single time I see a team pick Visage. The enemy team tries to ban her out if they have the luxury to do so.
It's a beautiful hero when you want to go into these later game kind of stress, because Naga Siren kind of does it all. She used, like last time she was here on this main stage, she was a carry, and now she's turned into this more of a supporting kind of role that does a lot of damage, is very difficult to kill at the very start, and can save her team with these Naga ultimates. And then if you need to, you can give her some space, you'll get some decent items, maybe Diffusal Blade here or there, and you can build her up to be something bigger. And your later options are a lot better. And Faith, we're getting our last ban out now. Enigma, again, no lovin'. And we're going to get Storm Spirit being the third pickup here, even though TongFu was looking over and they've got Lifestealer available.
That's true, and of course, we see Enigma being banned out by IG, and that is a little bit of mind play here coming out from How, picking up such an early lifesteal Rubik. When you pick Rubik, you have the choice to force your enemy. You can leave the Enigma, and then you can pick him yourself if you want to. Enigma is amazing against the Weaver, but they also know that IG, they can't go for the Enigma. I like the Storm pickup though. I haven't seen Storm being played for a long time now, so gonna see what they can make of this hero.
And it will be Ferrari Storm as well.
Yeah, and he's a really good pickoff hero, but more than that, it's just really the pressure he puts on the enemy when you have a Storm in the team. Supporters can never really go alone and start warding or dewarding. They always have to be fearful of this hero, and also this quick initiation is just so scary.
My big question will then be, initiation, you're showing it very early on that you're going for a Storm Spirit. Very early on.
Yeah.
And like, are you looking at an early BKB? Because if you get that, then Lifesteal is going to walk all over you, and DK will be the pickup from TongFu, so we're going with the strength to batter off the... I'm trying to find a nice way to... Storm Spirit, really.
Yes, Storm.
I had something else on my mind.
To weather a storm? Something like that?
No, it was worse than that.
Okay, something even worse.
Hence,
God, it's a good thing you didn't say it.
Hence I refrained.
Good thing you didn't say it.
But Storm Spirit's going to jump in. Then you got like Rubik, like, okay, so Storm jumps in, and instantly you'll try and telekinesis. You got Lifesteal that would just rage jump to the static remnants. He's like, okay, that's fine. Open moves up on Storm Spirit, use more mana to escape. I'm not finding the magic of Storm Spirit here. Like, he's not being a piggyback rider for Lifestealer to get him into the fight. What are they really trying to achieve with this Storm Spirit over like something like a DK, and why would you pick it up this early?
It's not always that you would like to pick a Storm only to have a combo with Lifesteal. Sometimes it's just a good hero that fits your playstyle, and maybe they knew that How really wants to pick a mid hero that has melee, a melee strength hero like any of these DK, Beastmaster, we see them so often. Magnus even being played a lot in this tournament. So Storm, of course, does really splendid against them, and even after Storm pick third pick, the TongFu decided to go for DK.
Yeah, that they did.
The stun is really good, but just the laning phase, I feel Storm Speed has such an easy time against melees.
Faith is taking some time to decide about this fourth hero. Who's like, I'm feeling the Coddle again to come with the combination of Visage, because then they've got options for an aggressive tri-lane. They can combine it with the Weaver up there. You can leave the Storm, actually even leave the Storm on that bottom lane if you want to try something else up against the DK, but they're going to go with an ES.
TongFu's turn to pick.
Earthshaker being another really good combination here. Having Visage, Earthshaker and Storm Spirit is just so good for the mid-game fights, and this could also be a tri-lane with the Weaver if they want to. That is a strong aggressive or even defensive tri-lane if you want to get more.
It's just going to be very, very mana intensive. The downside about Visage and Earthshaker, you throw a Fissure, you throw a Soul Assumption, and you're either down to half mana or you're actually below it and you can't cast yourself another ability until you've got time to use a Clarity. That's where my concern for this top lane will come. And if Lifestealer gets his Rage off and he's on that safe lane, then you're even more trouble. If you'll see the Soul Assumption coming at you.
Time.
That is true. And another thing that you have with this combination that's a little bit bad, you say the mana is intense, but another thing is that both these heroes really like getting items. For supporter, Earthshaker likes having his mana boots. He pretty much has to have mana boots if you don't go Soul Ring.
Yep.
And Blink Dagger is essential towards the mid game, late mid game at least. You want to hit that Blink Dagger so you can start making some plays.
Yep.
And same thing going the way of Visage.
Yeah, the man who likes his Medina Courage. And we get Timbersaw. So we're going to go with triple melee coming the way of TongFu, and also insanely tanky. Like, DK's already got his Dragon Blood, but now you want to add also that reactive armor up on Timbersaw and Lifesteal's ability to actually use Infest as well. He's got a hero to piggyback with. Timbersaw, you just basically jump from tree to tree as you float down the River Nile. It's going to be amazing for TongFu. All they need is one more support hero, and they're good to go.
Pretty much, and this makes Orchid such a good item choice as well for Storm. If he didn't think about going it already, then he definitely will now. Having Orchid is good against Lifesteal, but it's even better against the Timbersaw. Yep. Being able to silence him, then he's a pretty easy kill. He's a sitting duck as he's silenced.
You see IG banning out that Enchantress. He's like, nope, 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 nope. Do not go aggressive tri-lane. Shout out to those guys too they've been out here for so long.
Oh yeah, the people have been here through the entire day.
Yeah, it's been so great as well. I know I spent a lot of time out in the lobby the last 2 days. I've been rather sick today though, so haven't had that much time out there. But there's just been some absolute characters here at International 3, and I hope Reddit's doing them justice. I hope all the Twitter's doing them justice too.
Yeah, that's true. We had all kinds of people, especially cosplay, like Windrunner, the TA, the Ogre. A lot of cool people here.
Oh yeah, especially I kind of like all these guys. Like I met a lot of Australians too. I want to chat to the Australians.
Jesus, I met them too, Toby.
Yeah. I've been attacked by koalas as well, so it's
Beastmaster.
Feel of home.
Beastmaster being picked up. Now we have some sick combination here, and even against the Lifestealer, he is not safe now with the Beastmaster ulti available.
And this does look to be the aggressive tri-lane you were talking about with the Earthshaker, Visage, and Weaver up there. So Beastmaster for the mid and Storm Spirit for the solo would be where my like left ankle is like saying it's going to go.
Your left ankle?
No, you know, like you can say on the porch, and then all of a sudden like, you get a twinge in there. It's like, left ankle says aggressive tri-lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay, Toby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way, I do believe that this should be an aggressive tri-lane.
I love how it's an EG shirt that's holding up that sign.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So let's see what TongFu are going to pick up as their last hero. They need one more supporter. Having DK as their most likely mid hero, Timbersaw should be offlane, but it could also be going aggressive tri-lane. Whenever you have a Lifesteal and Rubik, you have that option. Yeah. But against Earthshaker and Visage, I really doubt it.
If you got a Coddle, it wouldn't be as bad. Then you can push it back with harassment. You can keep that spam going all the time. And that's the beautiful thing of the lineup. If you want to go for that aggressive, then you leave Timbersaw to do his little thing. But if you are feeling an aggressive tri-lane on that top lane, then again, Coddle, Rubik, it's double spam from range. You remove a lot of the damage, and Doom comes up for TongFu.
TongFu, they do love their Doom.
I thank you for the flashbacks. I thank you for the flashbacks.
Reminding us even more about that Na'Vi game against TongFu.
Oh yeah, that was good times, great Dota.
I don't think they want to be reminded about it though after that result.
Prepare for battle.
All right, let's run through our heroes as we go through our lanes. We'll start with IG over on the Radiant side. It'll be Zhou heading up towards the top lane right now as the Weaver So it will be also, a little bit further down, Chuan and Faith. That'll be the Earthshaker and the I almost actually said it incorrectly and correctly at the same time. A Visage. Heading up towards that top lane at one point. YYF will be the solo mid Beastmaster with Mr. T hairdo. And Ferrari with the solo bottom as the Storm Spirit. As far as TongFu goes, we'll have Hao will be up on that top lane as the Life Sealer, Banana behind him. SanSheng will be as that Doom, which really, like, I was actually having a chat with the guys who do the item creation over there, and one guy made a very good point. Why do Doom's legs not break with the amount of basically carry he has to do, not only of his team, but just of his upper torso? It's crazy, man. KingJ as the Timbersaw, and that leaves Mu as the DK.
He's strong, yo.
Just like got like iron poles going down his legs.
Got the hellish power, you know. He's been to hell and back again, like Lion.
Yeah, you'd think like small legs have anything to do with that one, little chicken legs. Just that's how dooms are, man.
Skip leg day. So aggressive lane by IG, taking the rune now. Both teams seeing it, and it's going to be a DD rune going the way of Zhou.
I love how many clarities Chuan is currently holding. He's got 4 clarities for this top lane. They are going to be spamming clarity and giving as much space to Zhou as possible, who also got insanely lucky and also insanely aggressive with Observer Ward. It goes very deep into the dire side jungle to throw that Observer Ward up.
Yeah, look at KingJ just pulling this creep wave. He's like, yeah, I don't really want to lane against Storm. I'll just trade safe lane farm or under tower farm for under tower farm. And this I like. Look at Storm. He drops his null talisman as he goes under tower, because having lower damage is actually sometimes better for lasting under tower. This is a trick that you won't see very often done by players. You can't really do it if there's any chance of the enemies taking your null. But it's a good little trick, getting all the last hits.
Something you learn every day.
Yeah, your damage is a little bit off if you have too high damage on the tower. Storm has good damage, so...
Hao's not really having a great time up on this top lane. So far, 0 for 0, while Weaver's 3 for 1. He's got the creep wave underneath the tower now, but Zhou, he's doing as much damage to Hao as possible, but you kind of know that at the same time that when that Gemnet attack starts coming up, then Hao's going to take even more and more damage. And he hasn't actually leveled up a single ability. He's almost refusing, waiting until level 3 to get 1 in absolutely everything. So he's not feasting, he's not doing anything. Now he gets Rage as well as Open Wounds level 1, realizing at level 3, so that'll be his feast.
That is true. And, I mean, TongFu's supporters are so far away from this top lane. We even see, you know, Doombringer being over here, moving very far away.
It's jungle Doom, man, but it's jungle Radiant Doom.
That it is, that it is.
But he can move so fastly. Fastly? That's correct English.
Very fastly.
Yeah, he can move fast through that jungle. Be able to devour up the big creeps very, very quickly. And that's going to be really fast levels too. So he's hoping for like these big centaurs, the big Ursas, or Hellbears, and just destroy them as quickly as possible. Get that aura and just go through it. With the one he managed to get with the Sada, he's also got the Unholy Aura, so it's beautiful regeneration for him. Very difficult for, well, actually he doesn't even have to leave. It's not even difficult, he just never has to leave the jungle. He can remain there forever now. Oh
yeah, having the Satire Hellcower and just getting that aura, it's very nice regeneration, 4 per second. So it's like a half a tango and gives him really the jungle ability.
It's a half a tango that never stops.
Oh yeah.
So when he's ready, he'll come out of that jungle and then just start spamming on Ferrari, because Ferrari, Doombringer is like the worst hero that Ferrari wanted to see on the map. Because he knows that once he's doomed, he can't move. There is nowhere else to go.
They are thinking a little bit about doing something here on bottom lane.
They are. That's actually making me a little bit concerned. KingJ already with one little spin. Ferrari, static chain. Oh, there goes the jet link down. KingJ, Chuan throws the fissure, splits him in 2.
Chuan says no.
But that means he also rotated off this top lane. So it's just Faith and Zhou left on this top lane. But it still is Faith and Zhou.
Yeah, and Zhou has had more than enough time to secure some nice farm in this top lane.
Did Ferrari really come back into this? Timber Chain was possible there for KingJ, but he just holds it for now.
Only has level 1 on Timber Chain, so it's kind of hard to deal too much damage with it. It's a little bit slower, lower range, and just not as much damage as well.
I think he also realized that the SanSheng couldn't help him out.
Yeah.
So he just let it happen.
But Earthshaker being off lane, or safe lane now, he can pretty much look over a little bit and try to control this Doombringer in the jungle.
Well, that's a level 3 Doombringer versus a level 2.5 Earthshaker, who now Doombringer finds the creep aggro. So already wants to back up a little bit more. More Boo, middle lane. No follow-up.
Just here to stun, but not really in tower range. Just messing with last hits a little bit. Of course, Beastmaster a little bit better at just pushing the lane. We will see if Mu is gonna try and control the top rune if it spawns there. It's gonna spawn top, and he tries to run for it.
And
but
Hal,
Earthshaker.
top lane pick up. Over Moon's going to go into Faith right now. That's a lot of damage by Hal. Maybe he can finish off the job. Faith throws out the nuke, but Faith too low on life. Tries to move faster. Hal's on low life, so Zhou will be able to get a pick off here. Should be able to get a pick off here. Can't get a pick off here. 18 HP, and now it's Banana. Has he got another one? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have enough mana. But Zhou wants to come back in for the kill. That's some balls because there's telekinesis, and Hal turns around.
Oh, what a big win there for TongFu. So amazing bottom lane.
Yeah, Ferrari's being initiated on TongFu all across the map now, and body blocked by KingJ, holding him out, and then Timbersaw, too easy.
TongFu taking such a good grasp of the game now in the early game, getting kills all over the place.
And it looks like even IG was attempting on the middle lane. Moose popped off his dragon form here with YYF's DD rune. He hit Raw, and Chuan is trying to help him out here, but look at Chuan's levels. He's level, not even level 3 yet. He's close to it.
Yeah, but he's been everywhere just helping out a little bit. He even helped get that top DD rune for the Beastmaster.
Yep.
Else it would have gone the way of DK.
At least Zhou's going to get some free time on this top lane. Because everybody had to walk back. Everybody but SanSheng, who also, if you notice, he devoured a different creep, so now he's got the Thunderclap, so he's completely out of mana. And also doesn't have that regeneration aura, which you would like.
Oh yeah, but getting kills now on the Weaver and getting a kill on Storm before he hit level 6, these are so huge things. Because Timbersaw can pretty much lane down here. It's not gonna be too hard now that he hits level 6 in just one more Undenied Creep, or maybe even 2.
Really surprising, Lifestealer, Hal has decided to run to the top lane. He has a TP scroll. Yeah,
but he has face boots. He doesn't miss too much from this time. He can't really just go up and CS too easily when he's alone there anyway, so just gonna run. Cooldown his ulti as well, so he can't make any use of that.
Like this rune control by TongFu, they check the runes. It's a Banana on the bottom, and their courier was checking the top.
I like their wards, man. Just look at it. They're like, yeah, mid lane is a good place to see.
Well, one Radiant Ward up there. You mean because we got one that's watching up high, we got one that's watching across the river, one that's watching down the bottom rune. Yeah, they got nice thick coverage.
Yeah, they like seeing the mid lane.
Yeah, they might want to actually see smoke because that's not possible. And SanSheng, we'll see if he's able to live through this. Raw's going to go, but SanSheng's got a lot of life points for them to get through with Axes and Grave Chill and Soul Assumption. He does go down.
Mid lane, also dead.
You're right. Mu able to dive back past the tower. Storm Spirit, Ferrari. He wants to kill on Mu, but Mu, well, he's got no mana. He decides to go down and realize there's 2 more chasing him because Hal slowing down YYF, but his Ferrari still able to get that kill, and Hal, well, he's almost finished up YYF. Ferrari trying to get close enough for a pull. Infest damage does get it.
Oh, he almost got away. So close.
Infest damage, you can't run from the AoE splash, just the blood goes everywhere. And Hal comes back up at decent life points too.
TongFu coming out on top on that for sure, as they have Timbersaw just farming on bottom as well, while Storm had a TP there.
But Zhou's still free farming on that top lane. Obviously Weaver takes a little bit longer before he's effective.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well for last hits on every single one on IG, but the kills are going the way of TongFu, and they have that Doombringer. When the fights will start happening, Doom will just say, okay, one of you guys won't do much. Probably going to be Storm every single time, but even Weaver is a good target.
Looks like it's going to be more painful for them. Chainmail coming up on him, so it looks like Medallion is the choice here of Doom. And he can afford that kind of stuff. With his Devour and the extra bonus gold he keeps pulling in from this, he's actually a really, really quick farmer.
That he is, man.
And also, fantastic courier.
Yeah, there's a rainbow coming out of its,
Tail?
Yes, tail.
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 Dire's top tower is under attack.
Comes out of his Divorced. That's what it comes out of.
Toby, you're already drunk. So
we
see a lot of movement.
Never win casting, man. Professionals.
See a lot of movement towards this top lane now. We see both Beastmaster and Earthshaker trying to find something. They have the amazing lockdown.
Yeah, but they got to get in close. Phase Boost will let him do such a thing, but they also look behind him. Banana trying to make sure Hal can be saved. And he's got 6 seconds left on that Infest. So if they don't kill him off straight away, in fact, now it's already too late. Yeah, now if they don't kill him off straight away, he will just infest something.
Tower is so low HP though, so they might just try and push that.
They got Doom coming in with ultimate. Also notice too, Doom, I am correct. He's actually going to go in for the mech. He went for a buckler.
Yeah, he wants to be the mech builder. It's really nice. You need to compensate your armor somehow on Doom. And the only downside with this build is that his mana is low.
Wow, there's the roar, but in
Nice
comes the support.
rage.
It is a full-on trap. Fissure, nicely done by Chuan. But Weaver was already doomed up, so he couldn't get himself away from that one. And Chuan, he has no boots, tries CP, and is there a stun? No, there's not.
A lot of damage, but no stun available.
And that means Chuan's able to get himself away to safety. They only lose the Weaver, but again, they lose the Weaver.
They lose the Weaver, and they have a lot of push coming in on the top tower. Also, the tower was denied, so no last hit on the safe lane tower for Dire.
Look at how just creep skipping this out. He knows he can tank it all up. Familiar birds are coming in. And there's also extra TPs. They're looking to defend. Their Zhou comes up. There's an infest actually right now in the Radiant Creep Wave. That's an easy way to get yourself out to safety.
Yeah, nice little taxi there.
Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Ferrari still hasn't joined the fight, but he knows the second he can TP and just ulti, he'll be smack bang in the middle. Will cost him a lot of mana, but he can do it nonetheless. And adds some pressure to the bottom tower and tries to force TongFu to retreat in the meantime.
Ferrari wants to hit that Orchid though. He wants to farm as much as possible before he needs to fight, because if they don't have an Orchid, they can't really deal with the lineup of TongFu. That's why they are pulling ahead in kills.
10-minute room, won't spawn on top, so Mu getting a little bit unlucky right there.
So many people checking that top rune.
It'll be a DD on bottom for Ferrari instead.
We've seen so many DD runes today.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's made for...
I like it.
I'll say it's made for action-packed games.
Or faster farming.
Faster farming, yes, that's what it's all about. Holaholic dollar. 2-6. Ferrari going to retreat in that bottom lane now that we do see KingJ returning down there too. And KingJ's farm's not looking too bad. He's 1-0, 34 for 4. It's not amazing, but it's not horrible.
Yeah, it's...
It won't mean like a 15-minute, 18-minute Bloodstone.
Yeah, it's not that amazing. And top Weaver, he sees Doom rotating here, so not gonna get caught out, I believe. Doom, he also saved his Alpha Wolf camp. I like that he doesn't try and farm that one up, but probably gonna take it over with his Devourer, getting that crit and damage aura.
Only when they're ready to push though.
No, he can get it and just farm in jungle. Farms a lot faster with it than having the Centaur.
And having this like attack speed aura, yeah.
It's useless, Toby. 15% attack speed against 30% damage and a 20% crit.
Have you seen the size of his blade? He needs speed for that, man. He needs a lot of speed for that. We got bottom lane movement. Banana's going to come down with KingJ, and yes, I do concede your point. Move into dragon form as well. Chuan's going to throw out a fissure. Just range harassment these days. No one's wanting to really come in close, not until you're confident enough to live and also deal a huge amount of damage. And KingJ, well, not yet for him.
Yeah.
Not yet for him.
I like this build though on YYF. It's really interesting. Having face boots and buckler, it's really awkward type of build for a Beastmaster, I feel, but it's gonna be good. They need someone to build that mech, and face boots is very nice for catching out people, just running in and ulting them even faster.
It's like the alternative to a blink dagger.
Yeah, I guess it's like a poor man's blink.
Just a lot more like fitness inducing.
Oh yes.
Well, SanSheng's got his moment, by the way, to grab that Alpha Wolf, and he's refusing to do so.
And the rune is controlled by IG on bottom.
Bottom lane, my bad. Ferrari jumping himself back out, but Hal wants to keep chasing, and there's Europa Ruins. Ferrari going to TP himself out this one, and the stun there should do. Cancels off the TP, and Ferrari tries to run. Nice fissure. Splits him up again, but Hal, he's just so quick, and now maybe Fate, he was attempting maybe a denial, but not going to be possible. YYF, roar on SanSheng. He's still got a lot of life up his sleeve, casting in the buckler on the 10-6 charges. Familiar's dropping him down. It's 2 down for IG. Another Familiar drop, another one. Boom. We had ourselves, well, it was a resummon during that, and that's where he got him from.
Sean doesn't have any mana.
No.
Can't do anything.
And he's also underneath that sentry ward, which means throughout all of that, TongFu knew exactly where to go, and then they just moved to YYF, Axis or not. How? Wow. There's just infest damage, and it's a double kill for Mu. Out of all of that, the Dragon Knight will take it.
TongFu are so strong in these fights. They just overpower IG.
Even see Zhou, man. Like, Zhou is running himself back out. He bought back during that. That's so costly.
Yeah, it is. He's now up to Magic Wand, Treads, Ring of Aqua. With 13 minutes in, he had really nice farm in his lane, but with a buyback like that, it cost him. Also, the top tower never gave them any real gold as it was denied. You only get a little bit, part of the gold with that.
And really starting to get troublesome for IG. How much of it is Okay, so 4,000
Dire's
experience,
middle tower is
TongFu,
under attack.
and actually just under 2,000 gold. It's not as steep as I was kind of feeling it.
It's early kills. We're still only 13 minutes in, so you don't really lose more. But look at Banana now. He can just stop this push with his access.
He's got axes, I would say he's got Fade Bolt, he doesn't have mana to support it. In fact, his items are very, very low.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot.
Middle lane, look for the Raw. Fissure already starting off. Raw to chain, and then it's close enough with the Soul Assumption. They get the kill very easily, coordinated there from IG.
There's that combination that is so deadly. They can kill anyone they want, but the thing is that TongFu kill more than one. Like,
Dire's middle
IG
tower
has a
is
combination
under
that they
attack.
throw, but if they can't get kills with that, then it's going to be hard in a team fight.
Now take out the tier 1 tower. Those birds need to actually stomp down so they got more.
Bottom was
Dire's middle
actually
tower
denied by
has
Lifesteer.
fallen.
Storm met a little bit of a jump. Ferrari trying to make the big play, stealing towers.
But either way, IG now have taken out all tier 1 towers. Be it denied or not, they haven't lost a single tower and they've claimed 3. And that means now map control. You even see Chuan with aggressive observer wards. They want to know where TongFu is moving, so when they do move, they can be in the better position to be ready for the fight.
Yeah, we also have the entire mech finished up for Beastmaster, so this is an amazing thing for IG. If they pick that up and take some fights with it, maybe they will have a better outcome than they had in the
Dire's
previous
top
fight.
tower is under attack.
That top lane, Zhou, a little bit too close right now. Had to back himself out.
Yeah. Again, though, with 15 minutes in, and this is already past the timing where you want to have a really safe lane free-farmed Orchid. You want to have that about, 13, 14 minutes in. If you go treads before, then maybe at 15 you want to have it finished, but he still doesn't have it, and he needs to buy up a little bit more items before it's complete. So that timing for Storm, it does get delayed when you have 2 deaths like that, even with the tower gold.
And that just means space time. Bottom lane, there's a lot of farm to be had down here. I'm wondering if TongFu wanted to try and restrict this. In fact, that's exactly what they do. They clean up the camps, and then they smoke. But Chuan, perfect ward. Saw the entire
See a lot of drawing
thing. And
Yep.
Faith, he drops an aggressive sentry ward in the mid, so he can see if Moo's going to be there, and he wouldn't have actually seen that. Familiars check out Roshan. IG are covering every single base right now. The ball comes out, no stuns.
No Roshan, then they know, okay, they're in our jungle, we're gonna just back out, and we see Zhou, he knows that he's so safe on this top.
Yep.
And mid tower is gonna be poked a little
Radiant
bit.
structures are
Even use
fortified.
fortification, knowing there's no backdoor regeneration on these things. So he has to come back and try and help him out. Maybe Banana getting in nice and close. Is he going to steal Anthony? There's possibility for Soul Assumption right now as KingJ takes out the entire tree line. The TongFu will bring down this mid-tier 1 tower, but the tier 2 tower is being attacked by Zhou, but it's not enough to bring it down.
It's stealing a lot of damage though to it. Getting down half the HP on that tower is really big as well.
How's the one to TP back?
Just
He's
means,
basically got his
Dire's
armor
bottom
20.
tower is under attack.
yeah, having armlets, that's a big thing, but they need the Shadowblade complete on Dragon Knight, even with the haste rune right now. Shadowblade just such a good item to initiate even better. And Doombringer still doesn't have the entire mech, so
It's pretty close to it.
farm-wise, it's completely even right now. The gold is literally 0 difference.
Oh, almost.
Yeah,
Almost.
it's gonna update there.
It'll get closer.
You're gonna see it.
I believe you, Waga.
See, right when I said it, it was. Now it went past. It's you being late. Dota
Yep.
being late.
Obviously.
I need real-time updates on that stuff.
You got Buckler charge up on this mid. Are they going to go for another bit of a roam? I'm not seeing a smoke, but I'm seeing a Shadow Amulet. And yeah, just sentries and observers this time up on TongFu. While
Now-
Chuan's in this bottom lane being smoked up, and he is looking for a kill. Familiars as well down here, and Fate.
Orchid being purchased by Storm. He's level 12, has Orchid, and looks really strong now. So he's gonna be dangerous in the next fight. He doesn't have it on him though. They're gonna go anyway.
Oh, Timber Chain went straight into the Familiars. That was possibly the best line. He could have done that too.
So nicely pushed by IG having the Weaver on top. Someone has to defend that.
Yep. Because he will take this tier 2 tower. He's got a catapult with him as well. That's the tier 2 tower gone unless someone TPs. Fortification won't be enough for it.
Dire's structures are
And in fact,
fortified.
Desmu, he pops the haste. He's on the back end of his haste rune. And we'll take that tower. But while he moves up to the top lane, the rest of TongFu now push out the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane.
Such a nice move at Osmo or bottom. We're gonna see a fight.
Yep, they TP directly onto it, so they force one TP up,
Banana.
which means Zhou comes in close. You're right, Banana. He ends up stealing ball lining. He might know. He can't get himself away. He dies straight away.
Silence.
KingJ, look at him. He's almost locked in a corner. Storm, he just keeps jumping himself around. You're right, that Orchid also going to work.
Well, Visage just running in like a man.
And he's going to die like a bird. Hal going to just rip him apart. SanSheng, that mech charge does go off, keeps him alive. Chuan, Echo Slam, gets a kill. It's actually a triple kill. The Ferrari 4-3-0, he's about to make it an ultra. Going to be a pick off. Hal, he's got support. The armor toggle, and there it is. Actually going to be Weaver to take him out.
Loom
was not available there because he went top lane. IG is, I don't know if they were trying to bait that with the Weaver push. I said, you know, we can just TP him in. We'll fight 5v4 and we will win that fight because it'll be 5v4.
TongFu were too confident going into that, and having that Orchid on Storm totally makes the difference. Timbersaw not being able to do a whole lot in that fight. And just really Banana being caught out though. That was the start of the fight, having your Rubik caught out. That's horrendous for TongFu, especially in the 4-on-5.
He needed to be at the back of the fight.
Oh yes.
At the same time, he was trying to scout around. Probably thought the rest of IG was like below any kind of tower around here in the tree line, searching for someone else. Like top lane, bottom lane, sorry, Zhou. Sentry ward, pick up, telekinesis. They need more burst damage. He used this wand and then time lapses after that, in fact. Want to make sure he lived long enough to get that animation off. Yeah,
a little bit of an animation on the ulti and no cast time on Magic Wand, so popping that first is just security. Safety first, man.
We got YYF now with an Ultimate Orb, so safety in range for him as far as the Aghanim Scepter ulti goes. Not to mention cooldown time of change.
Yeah, this Shadow Blade is really big though for Dragon Knight. Just being able to look around, but Roshan is not going to be easy to take as there's so many birds flying around and just scouting.
It's the wing strap, man. The more wings you have, the more powerful it is.
Yeah.
We get Hawks, we get Familiars. And
IG, they know all about it.
Technically, Storm with the speed he goes, his armor is basically a flap in the wind, so he gets wings from that.
I guess there's like DK and Doom on TongFu, and looking over to Faith, not going to be able to find him.
Faith's just a little bit too fast away, and they're not catching up to him in time. But they'll just come in and take the Ancients.
Yeah, stealing a little bit of Ancients, it's nice. But TongFu, they really need to win this next fight, because that last fight they had was so bad for them. Not being 5 is really dangerous sometimes.
Especially without a DK. Like DK, your big source of splash damage, a stun, and burst damage. It's a hero you cannot live without. We got smoke flying up here on the courier. Man, he's got an angry face. Ferrari. Well, he's probably just going to bail out here. The Hawk's already scouting out to make sure Ferrari's safe.
Yeah, I like this. Really useful creep taken by Doom. Decides to go for the movement speed creep, and it's quite effective in teamfights, especially as this is not really a DPS Doom. He has mana boots, mech. It is the support player SanSheng, so movement speed creep is very useful. Bottom lane.
Yeah, Moose trying to catch up to Zhou inside of his own Shadow Blade, but not going to be successful. Tier 1 tower dies on the top.
And Tier 2 mid is pressured a lot.
Yeah, but they're not finishing off. They back themselves up, expecting the mass TPs from TongFu, and it didn't happen. Banana's going to come in. Shikuchi picks up YYF, drags it back. That Shark Group's going to fall a little bit short, but cleans up a lot of the creep wave life points.
Yeah, so in the end, IG getting the better trade. Getting that Tier 2 tower on the mid lane.
Hal finally gives up piggybacking on Mu, and well, it looks like they're even making a little bit of a move towards Roche.
And is this a PKB as reaction to the Orchid? It looks like it will be. KingJ gives up on the idea of going an early Bloodstone, realizing that Orchid is just too big of a problem for him. Maybe he could have gone for something like a Blade Mail, but okay, he's gonna go for Vit Boost afterwards, confusing me completely. This makes no sense anymore, but that's his build. He wants a lot of HP, and that's it.
Life points for now, Bloodstone for later. There's even an Ogre Club flying down for Mu, so he will be building into a BKB. Might have changed his mind halfway through as well.
Yeah, he might. Bloodstone is a very nice item to have, though. Being able to suicide and being able to heal your allies that much is amazing. See 200 gold being fed the way of Mu with these Visage Birds. A little bit sloppy micro by Faith. Resummon just 2 seconds too late.
A little bit of a movement now from TongFu. They're, well, clean up some more smoke, and they go, well, they started moving it towards the Roche pit.
Little bit of movement.
And then, lol, they moved around and they found Faith. Zoom out, Shark Group tried to cut off the tree line. They had to move a little bit faster. A nice stun with the Familiars, but Faith is still going to go down. Timberchain goes straight through him.
If they kill the Familiars, it's big, because that's a long cooldown on them, more than 2 minutes.
They get both of them, in fact.
Yeah, 140 seconds on those. And Visage without birds, he's just very sad and lonely.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a Roshan attempt right after this.
Yeah, even if the Hawk is up, the familiar birds can't harass him and cause some issues. The only thing they've really got is Ferrari, and if he can go for a snatch. That's their hope right now for IG.
Yeah, that is quite likely though. He's going to try it for sure.
He's
Or
going to jump.
mid.
Jumps on mid lane. The Wizard was delivering the goods, and Rubik will die.
Had your warning.
Being spotted out.
Nice pickup, and that even stopped the Roshan. Because the DPS is not amazing from TongFu. No Desolator, and this is a support Doom again.
It'll take him a very long time to get through it, yeah.
Yeah. And with one being picked off, they just didn't have the confidence to keep doing so. Going for the Roshan. Basher now finished up on Lifesteer.
Both Chuan and I got completely distracted just then. We just shared a moment as something fell off the side of the box. But he keeps himself focused. Got to keep this game going. Chuan, he's actually getting closer and closer. When this Blink Dagger arrives, these teamfights are going to change completely. Like, they're going to get split in two, not just by the Echo Slam, but also by this fissure.
Yeah, that is true.
And that's going to stop Hao. Like, Hao could be raged up, but he can't push himself over the top of fissures.
I want to see Chuan slam dunk.
A full 5, all in one go.
Wasn't Chuan a basket player?
Yeah, he was a basketball player.
Yeah. So he knows how to dunk.
I watched the documentary.
Yeah.
Not that documentary, the other documentary.
You watch all the documentaries.
It's true. It's true.
Vlad's completely finished up on Doom now. That's a really big pickup. So even more armor now, up to 12. That's really good for physical damage. But as for the magical damage, IG are really strong on that.
This reminds me very much of Art Style. I don't know if it reminds you of the same kind of thing. I think he normally went like Vlad's first, but did have the mech. It's just this.
Yeah,
but it was different though, because it was this push strat. It was this take out tier 1, tier 2 towers, and they basically all be dead in a very short space of time.
Of course, Art Style was there in TR1, and that's when you took 2 towers in 4 minutes on the enemy safe lane. And then you just rotated, took all the towers, and then won. That was the strat of Na'Vi back then. And it was pretty successful.
It was very, very strong.
And even back then we saw some crazy play by Na'Vi.
Zhou's on the bottom lane. He's got that Lincoln Sphere done with 1,700 gold, so that Desolator probably won't take actually that long to get.
This experience graph is starting to look so good for IG, just
Dire's
playing
bottom tower is under
really,
attack.
really well with the positional play. And they're being on top of everything in this game, just being smart with their movements.
Well, TongFu spent most of their time smoking up, trying to rotate around, find some kills. They pick up a couple of CSs when they go there and they realize they haven't found anybody. If they do, they find one.
Yeah, IG already, like, look at the smoke attempt again on bottom lane, but IG already moving out of there. They're not even that close. They have a Weaver, but with this vision, he will see them even before.
Yeah, they just keep jumping around the lanes.
Even as a Lincoln Sphere, so feeling pretty safe.
As long as this Hawk keeps working overtime, they'll be feeling good about themselves.
BKB is now finished up on the Dragonite, so it's going to buy up the entire thing. That's really important for him in the next team fight as well. Having a Shadow Blade and BKB, getting in close and then just starting to deal that sick damage that the splash damage can really deliver. But not having level 16 is a big problem for him.
Nice Ferrari. Like, instead of gonna go for the well, I don't want to say normal build, but like you could have looked at a BKB, you could have looked at a Bloodstone or something along these lines, like to go straight to a Lincoln Sphere.
Having more than one Lincoln Sphere is always annoying. Like, that is really, really irritating to play against, especially when you have something like the DK stun, the Doom. Of course, Doom can always try and cast the level depth first, but that's even more cast time, and we have heroes like Weaver and Storm, they can get out during that cast time, so it makes sense. And yeah, I can like
movement.
Mid.
Ferrari, long jump on the SanSheng. Mu is here to support him, but then again, so's the Fissure. It held Mu there, and in comes Chuan. Big hit on the Echo Slam. It's not enough to kill off SanSheng. Yes, it is. The Soul Assumption from Faith finishes the job. And now he can turn and throw this around. They know as well. Then again, maybe that's not the best thing. Meg Charge keeps him alive. They got Sharkram. They got another Fissure out by Chuan. Mu low on life because he turned to try and fight this one. He is now going to go down. Ferrari picked up one. Weaver picked up the other. 3 on the sidelines. IG. Now they're back in TongFu into the corner.
IG are so out of their mind sometimes in their team fights, playing so well. The way Faith runs up just to bait and have his team come back in. He tanked just enough for his team to just come in and take the focus again. It's beautiful. IG play phenomenal Dota.
I'm wondering if that's just, if that is actually calculated, or if that's just unintentional awesomeness.
No, I definitely don't believe so. He has maxed out the Gravekeeper's Cloak for a good reason, so he can actually play in this way, using his tankiness.
Well, there's Roshan now going the way of IG, so Storm will take the Aegis to the Immortal.
And having it on Storm is, of course, good for two reasons. Not only coming back to life, but also refilling your mana in the middle of a team fight, or even in the later stage of a team fight. Often leads to pickoffs after you die.
It's all about the commitment of ability to try and shut him down.
Yeah, now it's looking even worse for TongFu. The gold graph starting to shoot up as well. Before it was only really the experience. And the experience now, well, if you get kills like that,
yep,
it's gonna change.
Goes through the roof, straight up. That's possibly the sharpest change we've seen as far as the graphs go. Let's look at Zhou. He's taking a large sum of that, sitting at 4k gold right now with Liquid Sphere. I'm interested to see what he's going to buy. Are we going to see like possibly one of the latest Radiances? No, he's just spent his money.
Yeah, he's going for a Daedalus. Oh, Desolator.
Desolator.
I mean, he has the full thing now, it wants to.
Middle lane, Ferrari found an opening. Going to go on Hal, and Hal will go down. Ferrari taking it.
Ferrari just completely controlling the game now, because TongFu, they can't move alone at any point, only because Ferrari. And then there's the birds as well, but really a DD rune on a Storm is so dangerous at this point.
And you want to try and, well, you want to try and lock him down when the gem is over on YYF. You're going to get no vision, you're going to get no indication of him coming in. And if they ever do give that gem over to Storm Spirit, then, well,
and look at our slam
any kind
dunker.
of Invis stolen won't help.
Dust, 4 sentries. Chuan wants to dunk mid.
Man for the team, there's Storm. Oh, it didn't catch up to Mu in time. He really needs more mana. But look at his regeneration, 20 mana points a second.
That's some fast mana.
Nah, no, 18.8. But top lane tier 2, this is now forfeit. Zhou with a full Desolator. He just melts through towers. Absolutely melts through the towers. And TongFu will have to defend on top of their tier 3 tower. They cannot find outside their own base. And even look at IG, like their wall of wards, man, is just straight down, one more. Every single choke point going anywhere near.
5 sentry wards and 2 observer wards. Yeah, they cover the vision pretty well. But now even 6 sentry wards.
That's some serious commitment, and all they're looking probably for is the DK.
And even so, the ward still lived on the top rune, but it's gonna fade out now by duration.
Yeah, 0 seconds and then she pops. IG, so what are they waiting for? TongFu to come outside their base would be the first question.
They want to see anyone. Elstill will just farm up the enemy jungle, but having Aghanims now on the Beastmaster as well, they're just so strong at catching anyone who shows. And TongFu, they know this, trying to play to their safety, down to the Ancients.
Well, it's the only safe area they can really farm. They go inside their jungle and no IG's waiting for them, so even this is risky to an extent. Because all it would take is a quick rotation to come from IG, and they can cut straight across the mid. If they cut across this little path right here, then you would have yourself some problems, because this sentry ward, if there was a creep wave at the time, they would be caught out. But if they ran up high and then around this direction, then TongFu would never see him coming.
Yeah, and right now TongFu's experience rate is so slow, they aren't finding anything they need to smoke up pretty much. And they have a smoke available, but the reason I say that is the reclaim timer on Aegis, it's more than 2 minutes remaining on this Aegis. And they can't just sit around and wait, so gonna attempt to farm up something here. Mu just trying to find it wherever he can.
Hatred against animals. Takes out the hawk.
We've had that throughout the entire of TF3, killing couriers, killing boars, killing hellbears.
And we can blame the French. Soshka was the man who started it all.
Soshka did start the hatred.
Yep. Went on to the wonderful storm play against boars and hellbears.
He's a very angry man. I talked to him though, but he says his hand is okay.
Well, that's good
to know.
That's very good to hear.
Yeah.
All right, so 14-13, 32 minutes in. This, of course, is our last game of the day, and we will be having, well, this game actually concludes tomorrow. There's only the first game of the best of 3, hence you see the best of 3 in front of you. The schedule gets split, so you're going to have us coming back to again tomorrow morning. Yeah,
4,000 gold now, Storm Spirit. He's going to head into something. He's very close to Mu here, but he's shadow bladed up. 4,000 gold, that could mean that he can go for a Hex if he wants to, or even just say, hey, let's go for a Bloodstone. See if I can get it before this Timbersaw gets it.
Side of the Vice would probably be a good assumption up against someone well, like Hao or anyone who gets himself a BKB. Shut him down before they can cast down. I think you got 2 different ways of disabling.
Another option is also just to go for a BKB yourself on Ferrari and just jump in, control anyone. If you want to, you can buy it now, because then even the Doombringer is not that scary to him.
Yeah.
And it's very useful to have BKB when you want to start cracking base, because then Storm can initiate into the base without any real fear and just start controlling even more.
There goes the tier 2 tower. And IG should be really happy with this. They're slowly and systematically pushing TongFu in. And then again, I say pushing them in, they actually haven't come back out to push them back in again. It's just all their outer towers, all their vision, all their feelings of safety outside their base just do not exist while IG has this chokehold over them. This is literally a siege.
It is a siege, and Mu is the one playing the outliner. He's just running around trying to find farm wherever he can, but it's always scary when you push back this far. They have literally no vision on the map. They have their Mount Everest ward, but that doesn't really tell him too much.
No, that just tells them they're not looking at them there. But then this little guy comes out.
And also the fact that Storm could be anywhere. He has no clue where Storm is right now.
Ping just came out from Mu. He knows where that Hawk is, so he just breathe fire it down.
He's farming that Hawk a lot. He killed it 2 times now within a minute. That's a lot of gold. Decent gold, Toby.
Yeah, I suppose it's better than what else he's getting right now, which is...
It's 130, man.
It's like diddly squat, man. That's what it is. Ferrari just picked up a Mystic Staff that has 2,000 gold.
Yeah, so it's going to be a Hex, or even Shivas if he wants to, but Hex makes more sense. Bloodstone is finished up on Timbersaw.
This now means he has to kill, though. Like, you get a Bloodstone up on Timbersaw, it means he has to go out and have to take favorable fights for him to get more and more powerful.
Timbersaw is sort of a snowball item. You want to get a lot of kills and fight all the time. But in this game, we've seen 27 kills, 35 minutes in, and they are not the ones getting the majority of the kills, especially not as of late. I don't think they have gotten a kill the last 5 minutes.
No. In fact, basically both teams settled themselves down after a while. There's a couple of pickoffs, they're looking for trades, they're rotating around, and then we just put ourselves into this late mid-game where it's, we know you're strong, and you know we're strong. We'll rotate around, and unless we get an advantage in position-wise, there's just no reason to engage for them.
Pretty much.
Because IG have an advantage. They're not forced to do anything. TongFu are the ones that are forced to do something. The longer this game goes on, the more and more powerful IG will become.
Yeah, and IG are so scary, even throughout the later portion of the game. Having Beastmaster in your team, as well as Earthshaker, I want to point that out as well. These 2 heroes lock down a team fight so hard, and then Weaver and Storm can just deal that damage.
I like this other from Doombringer. A Blink Dagger comes up from him, so we're looking into a Blink Wall Stomp.
Yeah, it's a pretty classical build that we saw being used a lot for a while in Europe, and I believe they used it in the Asian scene a lot as well. And Blink Stun is really, really effective. Has pretty long cooldown, but it's just so surprising when Doom blinks in on you in AoE stuns. But even so, even with Blink Dagger on Doom, his stun initiation range is shorter than Beastmaster's. Because his ulti is just crazy range.
TongFu finally have enough confidence to walk outside their base. They've got another 2 minutes or so before Roshan will spawn, and they're walking right underneath the Radiant Observer ward. And they should probably kind of know this. Like, it was all de-warded out. There's one Observer ward on the high ground, and, well, they would have seen Banana just playing. Here's one down 2. They need to throw one of those 3 sentry wards he's got up on that hill as well.
Looking at Ferrari, he's just saving gold still, but he can probably have his Hex ready for the next Roshan fight. And TongFu, they don't really have a choice. They need to get something for the next Rosh. Yep. Either they go and push top and try to get that, but that's some scary position they would get into. Or they try and take a fight.
Well, that's a rough thing to take. Oh, it looks like they want to.
Yeah, I mean, they should.
Smoke.
They should really go for something.
The problem is they just walked underneath the Radiant Sentry ward, and it was only just in range of the creep wave. So, well, IG should be aware of this. Ferrari's got Lincoln's Sphere jump away, and he has enough money to finish up his full Scythe of Ice. And Zhou, well, that's 3.6k gold up on him, and TongFu aren't giving this up. They're de-warding with Familiars. YYF's in the neighborhood with Faith. So TongFu know exactly where the IG is just around the corner, and they back themselves up again. They didn't find the favorable position for the fight.
Just pushing, and they don't know that DK wasted his ulti, but they saw it just now as he cleared a creep wave. If you don't have your DK ulti and Roshan is just about to respawn as your ulti will fade out, this can be a hard fight for you.
We got 30 seconds. You're right, that ulti's going to be down for just under a minute for the Roshan time. And when Zhou picks up something like a butterfly now...
IG saw. They see KingJ.
I think they want to go up mid.
They want to get a pick really badly. And they now see everyone walking past.
There's Storm, jumps in, picks up Hal, Soul Spirit, Chuan, big Echo Slam, and Hal's already gone down. Fisher returned by Banana, she gets out a lot of IG, and now there's time for Mu to attack, but Mu still being attacked down by Zhou. He wants to finish the job, but he cannot do so. He moves on to the other players of TongFu. Buybacks get to start coming in, one from the Storm Spirit, KingJ on the run back. That reactive armor is keeping him alive for now. 16 charges on that one, but he's down a low life. But they are forced to go down. Storm was the one that bought back, so it was a 2-for-2 trade at actually the end of the day.
Bought back immediately.
This is probably the reason why. Just straight back into Roshan. They know they can take him out quickly, and TongFu have wasted Dragon. Well, Dragon Bomb's still not available. Lifesteal is dead, and Timbersaw won't risk it.
Yeah, 2-for-2 trade, but still it's IG coming out on top, having that buyback available and just going straight into Roshan. Now taking all that farm in the top lane as well. It's gonna be Chuan. No, he gives it to Zhou.
Over here now.
Showing it's not that egoistic.
It's not as though Zhou's got enough money.
Chuan shares.
Zhou's walking around with 2.7k gold on him. It's great.
Yeah, Zhou pretty rich. The entire butterfly on this Weaver is so scary because there's no MKB carrier.
Oh, KingJ. That wasn't really intentional. Don't worry, Timber Chain, low cooldown, straight back down off the hill.
Oh yeah, it's very easy to get down from that. He was up there before as well. He kind of likes that spot, I guess. And actually, against all my expectations, he actually has 10 Bloodstone charges now because that last fight actually went their way.
Yeah.
Sort of, for him at least.
He didn't die. That means it's for their way. 16 to 15, 40 minutes in.
Yeah.
And they're just waiting it up. Roshan's, well, currently dead, so I don't think they're going to wait another 9 minutes before they go for that one.
Currently very dead.
Yes.
There's the case.
As far as moving out right now, Ferrari's still got this Aegis of the Immortal, so him jumping in, being slightly suicidal, it's not a bad thing. He's level 22 Storm Spirit, up against the highest level on TongFu, which is 17, shared by both Hao and Mu on the Lifestealer and DK respectively.
I feel IG definitely want to keep fighting. Like, they don't want to give any control of the map back to TongFu. They just want to let Ferrari jump in and try to kill something. We see TongFu moving about a little bit here. And with this Abyssal Blade on Hao, they're definitely strong and dangerous. So
their only problem is they're strong and dangerous, but when they're chickens, no one's really strong and dangerous.
Oh yeah.
And that's what Storm Spirit now has. He's got a sheep stick.
The entire Scheifer Vice finished up. Chuan is not ready. Chuan,
Wow,
what are you
they're
doing
moving really fast. Chuan, he can't blink. He's got no mana for it. SanSheng missed the stomp. He went for the level death, and then Timber Chain in, and the Chakram is going to slow him down just enough for SanSheng to get the hit. But there's more support. There's a lot more support coming in. In fact, TP onto that bottom tower, Zhou came in, and I think the call came out from one of the captains. Just fall yourself back. They lost Chuan. They don't need to lose more. Just leave him for dead.
Chuan has a full 4-staff though. He has 4-staff, Mana Boots, and Blink Dagger, so he's really farmed for an Earthshaker. Even 41 minutes in, I say really farm, because sometimes you just find yourself sitting as an Earthshaker and not being able to farm anything, never getting anything more than your Mana Boots, and maybe, if you're lucky, a Blink Dagger. So having a 4-staff as well allows him to get out of the initiation afterwards. That is such a good thing.
Even with that kill though, like, you think, okay, they just picked off Chuan, that's not a bad thing. Normally the rule is if you're behind the 8-ball and like they're a higher level than you get more money, you get more gold from getting these kind of kills. But when it's 16 for 16, there's no massive bonus gold. And up against Chuan, who's only level 12 Earthshaker, like he does all he needs for his team. 4 points up in the fissure, drop level 2 Echo Slam. That's all he needs to do for his team.
That's true. And there was nothing to find really for TongFu. I mean, they killed Chuan, but they couldn't really take a tower off it. Yep. Then it doesn't give you as much of an advantage. So TongFu now backing a little bit, scared of IG's team fight. And we've seen it before. The combination is just so good. Coordination between the players is amazing. They
also want to make sure that Mu can pick up his full AC, which he just does now. The Wizard flies it out. So he'll have that full AC for this next fight.
That's really big item actually to pick up on the DK.
Are they going to rotate up towards the top? It looks to be, well, actually no, they just rotate into the jungle. Again, we go into this position where if they can find somebody, then that's great. If they cannot, then they'll just deal with it. They farm up a little bit, they rotate down.
For
TongFu
IG,
are not coming out of their base.
Yeah, for IG it's more important though. If they find one now, then they can push after that. And It will be Storm trying to use his Aegis, of course. He has a haste rune as well, so gonna look to jump on anyone.
Well, when the creep wave gets nuked down like that by Timbersaur, it's rather hard to jump on somebody. You can't even get up to the high ground with backdoor regeneration turned off. They basically just jump in, get the kills, and then come in again with a secondary creep wave.
Yeah, just leaving his chakram there. Very beautiful.
Magical animation.
Magic sucks.
Quite possibly. Now this is played by Invoker, which one is very entertaining.
So bottom has to be defended. It's gonna be Ferrari just heading down there and taking that farm, most likely. Clearing out the jungle a lot before he does so.
And TongFu, I'm wondering if they ever really plan to leave their base.
They have a hard time. They have a hard time. So much pickoffs in IG's team.
And what else does IG need to push in? Like, we're looking at next level items. Faith is going in for Aghanim Scepter, 1500 away from it. Chuan doesn't need anything else. YYF, if I click on him, got Aghanim Scepter, got Mech, got Phase Boots, Ghost Scepter, 4-Staff, Gem. He doesn't need anything else. A Blink Tag will be the only thing you might say, but he's got 4-Staff, so that's okay. And then you got Zhou with 4,300 gold, walking around with Desolator, Butterfly, Lincolns. He might sell his Ring of Aquila and pick himself up something else, maybe...
Zhou can always get
Daedalus.
stronger, man. He wants to farm more.
Farm is
But we're gonna see a
great.
jump most likely
Tower is under
if they
attack.
stay even a second longer on that top lane. So Wise backing. Aegis, of course, gone in 25 seconds now. Halberd.
I wonder if it's
Radiant's
even
bottom
worthwhile
tower
him just
is under
running in there,
attack.
but he runs the risk of just getting completely caught out, and it's not really worth the risk at this stage of the game. They held all their tier 2 towers. IG. This is just pure security first, and we might actually be waiting. Like I joked about it before, but we might be waiting that full 9 minutes for Roshan to respawn again, and we look to get up. Well,
Oh yeah, it might
gee.
be. If they take next Roshan, they should be in a position where they can just finish this game, but for now, they're just playing the positional game. TongFu have a much harder time coming out and farming, so this is the best of one of a best of three, and it's so important to go to bed with that feeling of, yes, we're one game up, tomorrow will be much easier for us than for the enemy. So IG not gonna do any favors for TongFu.
No, they will not.
If
No, they will
TongFu
not.
wants something, they have to leave base, but TongFu, they don't really want to. It's kind of dangerous just going out there. They have no idea where the storm is.
It's the danger zone.
Yeah, basically, it's risky play for TongFu, even finding any amount of farm.
IG. 2 up mid, go Chuan. Crosses the river, and then says no.
Yeah, I mean, look over the golden experience graph. We kind of sit here and feel that nothing is really happening, but for the last 10 or 15 minutes, IG has grasped a much firmer grip over the game. They're looking so much stronger.
IG's having a field day right now, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
IG's moving through Dire Jungle, moving through Radiant Jungle. They're taking every single resource on the map. And TongFu, like, they have to know. They will know. They're sitting in their box right now going, we're inside our base, and if we come out, it's quite possible we'll die. But if we stay in our base, we'll live longer, but we'll still die just a quicker death.
Sure.
Because they'll have more money, more items, and more ways of basically dismembering our bodies. And that's not what they want to have happen, but it seems to be what they're inflicting upon themselves. Their only hope is to catch somebody out, and that means moving outside the base and making the most out of something. And that, in this scenario, is Roshan. And
They
then this
know
is
that
their
much.
last go.
Yeah, Roshan is not even up yet, but they know that much for sure. The hard part is knowing oh, we're gonna see a fight.
Familiar, stomp 1, stomp 2, caught Mu and Banana. Sentry wants to go down, they see Zhou. He throws in the bunk for Ferrari, smack bang in the mid, the Raw, stopping Hao in one spot, and then SanSheng pulled back, he's silenced up, he can't cast off his Doom. Chuan, he gets nuked down very, very quickly, and SanSheng almost the same. He's on the sidelines, Ghost Scepter makes it impossible for Hao to attack on either YYF. He wants Ferrari as KingJ throws out the Chakram, they had to buy back the Doom, and now, well, they keep on rolling. The Dragon is back again, Frost Dragon, YYF, and will live through that one. Mu, he needs more time, but he's losing too much life. Zhou on the back of him, Soul Such a charge, not enough. Zhou, Lincoln Sphere will trigger. They're still killing off more and more. Back to KingJ, looking, Timber Chain down. He can't finish the job before he'll die. Zhou, as he runs through him, will kill him off.
Well,
And now it's just,
fights.
Life Stealer.
Mu
It should be able to pick off Faith. He went back to Zhou. He realized a bigger target. Soul Assumption won't pick him off, and KingJ was thinking about chasing down
And
after
Storm
Faith.
jumps.
Is he going back in again? You're right, he is. He's in after Hal, and that's going to be the pick-off. That's a big pick-off too. Life Stealer down. Roar over onto Moo. This should be gold. This should definitely be a Rax right now. They jump themselves in. The Seal of the Hawk. That's not going to be enough to defend. Faith, get out of the Chakram. Meg Charge will help him. And they will finish off, well, actually they won't finish off anything. Fortification slows them down, but the buybacks, they're just unavailable. Beastmaster and Passage are the only ones that have it.
Yeah, every single person of IG pretty much here for the push now. Chuan is coming in with the slam.
There goes your melee Rax, straight to the range Rax as well. And now they've taken this, they can back themselves off. Roshan spawns up in 25 seconds. Oh, they got the choice, and Zhou says let's inflict more damage. We've got 33 seconds, or basically 36 seconds till DK will be back up and alive again. And because of that, they can inflict a large portion of damage, if not force it straight into Mega Creeps. The melee ranks, one last hit from Ferrari, they take it, and now they want Roshan before TongFu back on their feet.
Yeah, and perfect timing as well, backing out now. Roshan is going to be up in just a second. Chuan missed his enchant totem on Roshan.
It doesn't matter.
Shameful display.
Doesn't matter. Aegis and Cheese will go the way of IG.
Look at the chicken of IG.
What's it coming out with? Okay, so it's finished up the Aghanim Steps. It's got a full BKB. It's got the heart for Zhou. Once it also picks it up from the shop.
Yeah, so many items just being completed at once.
Everyone buys themselves something nice.
That's what you get if you play good.
That is a very, very fat lineup from IG. They have a lot of money on them.
Yeah,
a
right
lot
now,
of items.
Over 20,000 net worth difference, and we also have more than 30,000 experience difference. And this is TongFu fighting for their life here. You have a nice little button there, by the way. You can use that one.
Reaching the button in time was not possible.
Jesus. Toby dying.
Almost. Almost. That can happen later tonight,
So
not
again,
during this game.
We're sort of back in the same thing where TongFu, they can't really leave base, but now they actually have the farm coming to them at least. So there's always something nice about losing your axe. You don't have to leave base to farm, Toby.
That's
happy farm time.
It's not really a happy farm time when it's worth so much less experience and gold. It's almost like sad farm times. Like this, like for this all hard labor which I'm putting in, I deserve more. I deserve more.
Do you know what we have coming out now for Beastmaster?
I'm hoping a rapier.
Refresher.
The refresher orb. So what, we could double roar when you've already got an Aghanim Scepter that's bringing you down to a Scepter cooldown of 45 seconds?
Yeah, but how about stunning someone for 8 seconds? Or how about stunning both the enemy's two most important heroes, stunning off the DK and the Lifesteer in the team fights?
Can't really complain about it, man.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Gives some decent space to Ferrari.
Well, here they go. Look for the Roar. How's already come out, and Storm Spirit's going to jump in. Hex to start with, and then the Bug's also coming in. Roar out and How to start, and then Refresher Orb already going to pop, and secondary Roar goes over to SanSheng. Wonderful synergy of just beautiful play from IG, and they will destroy the remainder, and there is the GG. IG will take game number 1 here of the best of 3, up against TongFu.
TongFu, they have to go home tonight and prepare to come back and take 2-0. If they want to make it through this.
That's that sleep we said they would not enjoy. And, well, IG, they're going to enjoy their time. 1 game up. The defending champions, it kind of looked at one point like they may be not completely knocked out of the tournament. But right now, they keep their hopes alive. Maybe they can get themselves back through. They'll have to do the long road, though, all the way through the lower bracket before they can get to the grand final.
It is a long road, but they played really well in this game. So, yeah, let's head over